To Media Watch. We're joined for that by Nick Rushworth. How are you, sir?
How are you, Mark? How are you?
Now then, Manuel Valls giving his, what people are calling it, his maiden speech as Prime Minister, as though he's like this shy, retiring guy who's never spoken in public. He's a great, polished media performer, and I imagine he's, produced a speech that's gone down well in certain places.
Well, he's a specialist
in certain others.
A specialist in the art of communication, especially. Let's go right away to the satirical weekly, Charlie Hebdo, which has one of the best takes on this. This is the cover of Charlie Hebdo for Wednesday, which is when it comes out. And it shows Valls dancing a pirouette, no less, for his socialist colleagues. The headline there being that he's ready to do anything to seduce the ghost, the left wing. So, of course, what's he saying? He's saying, I'm going to cut taxes, I'm going to cut labour costs, I'm going to cut the budget, squaring the circle or what? Of course, this is all to do with this whole idea among, dozens of socialists who are basically saying he's not left-wing enough for them.
Indeed. I suppose one of the things is that you can't please all the people all the time, can you?
Not at all.
So eventually the truth will come out.
And who has come into the fray to take advantage of this spat, of course, is none other than Jean Sarkozy, who is none other than the son of...
What, the son of Nicolas?
What do you know about Jean?
One of the sons of Nicolas. I know he's got very long blonde hair.
Let's have a look at him. There he is. He's extremely dashing. And what he's done is posted on his Facebook page some cartoons of his own. Now, remember, George Bush just a few days ago was having portraits of various personalities, world leaders, not so brilliantly done. What do you think of this cartoon by Jean Sarkozy? There you can see, who do you see?
It looks like Valls and it looks like Pee Wee Herman or François Hollande.
François Hollande, yeah. And if you look closer, what do you see? If I scroll down a little bit, what do you see there? The arms spread out, and that reminds you of none other than the Titanic and Kate Winslet. So Manuel Valls is portrayed as Kate Winslet. Hollande in one of his finest roles as Leonardo DiCaprio on that boat. Of course, this is a love boat that is sinking. That's the message from Nicolas Sarkozy. Not Nicolas Sarkozy, of course, Jean Sarkozy.
I'm sure it's from his dad as well.
For me to make. There you can see the press, Le Parisien.
I think with those cartoons, though, he shouldn't give up his day job, should he?
Not at all. There you can. It's not brilliant, is it? And the cartoonist who's inspired him is called Johan Svar. The cartoonist is saying, well, no, I can't stand this. Stop making these cartoons. I'm going to end up as a cartoonist for Le Figaro if you don't stop doing this. You can see in that cartoon there. So, of course, the whole question of the right wing taking advantage, of course, of the divisions within the left is
okay. There's nothing like a little bit of political shenanigans to get the cartoonists going. Amateur, professional, whatever. What's next?
I'm going to just finish off on that with just reaction in Le Figaro itself. About the whole question of Valls. There you can see a picture of him and the headline, the division among the ruling majority is unprecedented. It's not been seen since 1969, Mark. So let me move on. I want to go
it's fair to point out that is the right-leaning Figaro saying that about the left.
Absolutely.
So everyone in France has their agenda, it seems.
Of course. Well, the Figaro...
Except you and I. We're straight down the middle all the time.
I'm going to move on to this kind of heart-rending story about a collective of artists which is trying to do something about a story that we find very difficult to cover, which is those drone strikes that we hear a lot about. But how can you possibly cover such a story when the drones are not visible and when the aftermath is not possible to get to remote regions? Now, this is a report about a collective actually producing a giant poster which points to the sky so a drone could possibly see it. There you can see this story on this website, which is called #NotABugSplat. And this whole idea is that basically US drone operators in Washington or wherever they are in the United States should think carefully about the people they're killing. And you can go to a hashtag #NotABugSplat. Let me just show you more closely the picture of the young woman there, the girl. Her name is not given, actually, but what has happened to her is that her parents were killed and her two brothers were killed as well. So that is one to check out directly. This is a crowd here by the poster there looking on, and they're basically saying, don't kill me. A tweet here is saying, this giant portrait in Pakistan is the face of a US drone hotspot. And of course, that very moving and a story we need to cover more.
So bringing home the effects of the use of drones in that part of the world, and of course reminding us that these automatic killers, I suppose, are killing real people. Nick, we need to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed. Nicholas Rushoff with Media Watch. We take a short break. After that, we return, of course, with a further world news update, including the latest on Ukraine, the actual fistfight in the parliament in Kiev, as you can see, as the unrest in the east is debated. Stay with us.